Chapter 732. Send in the clones. It starts in the estate. We were watching TV and playing card games. Maria, so, Horsa. How did you end up in Narnia before you and I first met? Me, that's what I was wondering myself. Horsa, well, I was being chased by some tentacle. They were really angry with me for stealing some of their food. I was running scared for my life and then a strange vortex opened up. I was sucked into it. Next thing I knew I wound up in Narnia. Maria, and that's where I found you. Horsa, I'll never forget the day we first met, Maria. If I hadn't met you, Jotties would have found and killed me. Maria, I'm glad I did. Everyone, me, that is so touching. Then the crime alarm went off. Computer, warning. 211 in progress at the Gotham Royal York First National Bank. Me, again? That bank needs better staff and security. Maria, we better go see. Ready, Nico? Nico, you know it. They were off. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. At the Gotham Royal York First National Bank, they busted in. Nico, hold it right there. Gasp. They saw that the bad guys were Sam, Clover, and Alex. What the hell is going on? Maria, Sam, Clover, Alex? What are you three doing? Clone Alex, what does it look like we're doing? Maria, it looks like you three are taking something that doesn't belong to you. But there's got to be more to it than that. Clone Sam, maybe we just got tired. Tired of being in the same old routine of having all these gadgets and having nothing to show for it. Maria, but you girls are heroes. And that's what heroes do. Clone Clover, laughs that and $1 will get you an ice cream cone. You'll see what I'm talking about. Maybe not now but in the future. Maria, I already know what you three are talking about. I've been down that road before. Nico, I don't know Maria. Something is seriously wrong here. But then Clover started twitching uncontrollably. Nico, what they? All three of them started twitching uncontrollably. Nico, that's not right. Gasp, you three are not the real Sam, Clover, and Alex. You're clones. Maria, poorly built ones from what I can see. But we've dealt with something like this before. But they were robot versions of us. Bank teller, we heard about that. Boy, it's a miracle you all are okay. Maria, thanks sir. Nico, to the clones, we're letting you go back to your boss. So you can tell him that if he wants to ruin Sam, Clover, and Alex's reputation, he's got another thing coming. Clone Sam, narrows her eyes, if you are going to threaten us, you better be damn sure you can deliver. The clones are about to walk away. Nico, I've helped kill the likes of Narissa, Skeletor, and G1 Megatron. The clones stop in their tracks. I killed Dan Phantom when Paradox, Azimuth, and Clockwork warned us about him. He was one of the first major bad guys that I took down. I killed Prince Phobos because he caused so much misery and pain in Meridian. My hands were red with the blood of most of the Pokemon criminal teams. I was even the one who beat Metallo into submission when he gave Superman a hard time before. And that's just me, not including those I know who are going to beat your boss up. There's Riku, former minion of Maleficent, and the Keybearer of the Dawn, who uses darkness as a weapon. Just the other day, he brutally beat up Team Galactic Commander Saturn and his toxic rogue because he threatened to harm 3 innocent Pokemon. And need I remind you that he helped Sora destroy Xemnas before Xehanort was defeated? The spy clones remain silent. Nico, William Dunbar, former general of XANA and the leader of the Redemption Squad. He's led the Redemption Squad towards many of our victories. Or have you forgotten that he and his girlfriend participated in the last Total Drama season and watched our backs the entire time there? Or maybe I need to remind you that he was the one who helped JD kill his HARDAC clone and even helped carry him out of there when he got injured during that fight. And maybe you need to be reminded that this is also the boy who beat up his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend when he came after her a week ago. Go after someone he cares about, and it's a death sentence. Or, go after someone that means something to someone he cares about. That brings me to Maria Rockel, William's girlfriend. Well, you know most of her rep. One of Eben's minions in the meta breed and the second in command of the Redemption Squad. She managed to beat up Archie of Team Aqua 1-on-1 and also killed Hydro Man. Here's the important thing to keep in mind. She just ran into your fellow clones a few minutes ago. So she's going to really want a piece of your boss. And do I really need to say anything about my ice-wielding, superpowered girlfriend? You say I should be damn sure I can deliver on a threat. I promise you, clones. I can deliver. The spy clones growl before walking off. Maria, we better report back to JD. Nico, right. They did so. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Back at the estate, Nico and Maria reported what happened. Me. So clones of Sam, Clover, and Alex were responsible for robbing the bank? Nico, yeah. We saw them twitch uncontrollably and knew they weren't the real deal. Sam, TS, this is the work of our old enemy Macker. Me? Macker? Who is he? Alex, you would hate this guy, JD. Clover, let me show you. Clover typed in his profile. What we saw about him was shocking. He was half man, half machine. The entire left half of his body was totally robotic. During a previous mission, he had gotten into a fight with the spies while attempting to break into a safe. Sam tackled him, sending him falling over the railing. Attempting to hang on, Macker took several pieces of hair from Sam, Alex, and Clover, using them as a means of hanging on for as long as he could. However, seconds later, he fell off the ledge as the spies looked on, with Macker suffering injuries so severe that the left side of his body had to be completely replaced with cybernetics. After that, he was imprisoned, but his grudge against the girls became overwhelmingly strong. Fueled by thoughts of exacting revenge against the spies, Macker escaped from prison, and using the hair he had gathered from the spies, he created hundreds of clones of the spies using the strands of their hair he ripped off when he fell. Having created the clones, Macker ordered them to loot the world's central banks, all for the sake of destroying the spies' lives as they had tried to destroy his, although Sam, Clover, and Alex intervened, successfully stopping Macker's plan of revenge as they destroyed the transmitter, preventing the clones from carrying out Macker's plan. Macker along with the clones were all later caught by a whoop helicopter, with Macker being imprisoned. Me? Whoa. What happened to him? Clover, we stopped him on a mission a while back and he fell and got mangled up. He had to replace the entire left side of his body with cybernetics. Nico, he looks like a fusion between Metallo and Cyborg. Me, that's exactly what I was thinking. Cyborg, but he looks nothing like me. I became this way when I was severely injured in an accident. Laney and John Corbin became Metallo when his body was being ravaged by an incurable disease. Me, those are two major huge differences. But we have to stop this guy and make sure he doesn't terrorize the planet by ruining Sam, Clover, and Alex's reputation even more. Wanda, boy, it sounds like this guy is incredibly bad news. Me, you got that right, Wanda. And I think death is the appropriate punishment for him. Ben, and I have the perfect place for him to die in. The Null Void. Me, the Null Void? What's that? Gwen, the Null Void is an alternate dimension in where the galaxy's worst criminals are sent to. Ben, it's like a prison for intergalactic criminals. The worst of the worst go there. Me, oh, I get it. I think we sent Parasite there. Ben, that's right. Me, it's like a planet-size intergalactic super maximum security prison. Let me see here. I look up the Null Void and what I saw was astounding. It was located right next to the galactic center 49,000 light-years away from Earth. Me, it's located in the Forbidden Zone. Lincoln, that sounds like a very dangerous place. Lucy, if it's dangerous and dark, I would send my worst enemies there. Me, but to get there we would have to take the USS Valor halfway across the galaxy. Ben, there's actually an easier way. Ben went to the wall and put his hand on a handprint scanner and it scanned it. The wall had a panel flip over and reveal a compartment that had a strange gun. Ben took it and gave it to me. Me, what is this, Ben? Ben, that's a null void projector. What it does is it opens up a portal that leads right into the null void. Me, wow. That's very helpful. We got to see what the null void looks like. I fired the projector and it formed a portal and me, Ben and Nico went in. We saw what the null void looked like. It was actually much bigger than what we thought. It was an extremely terrifying place that looked like hell amplified a millionfold. It was a void of hell that spanned all the way across the entire universe. The landscape was really gnarled and twisted and nightmarish and it looked like something out of a horror movie and out of your worst nightmares. Me, whoa. So this is the null void. Nico, this is one horrifying place. Ben, yeah. That was my first thought too. But the landscape is always changing and it's completely impossible to know where you are going. Me, it's like a maze from hell. It's perfect. Our prisons are starting to get overcrowded, so we'll have to start sending prisoners here as well. Nico, that's a great idea, JD. But we should only send the most dangerous of all criminals here. Me, that's a great idea, Nico. Okay, this will be one of our newest prisons. But only for the most dangerous of all criminals. We went back home to Earth and we told everyone about the null void. Lori, that is literally a great idea to send them there. Luna, it's perfect, dudes. Sam SL, it sure is love. Me, but we're wasting time here. Let's get after Macker. First we have to tell Jerry. Sam, WOOHP us. Sam, TP, you got it. We went to WOOHP headquarters. We arrived in Jerry's office. Jerry, Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Me, hello Jerry. I wish this was a social visit, but I'm afraid we got big problems. Macker is out to ruin Sam, Clover, and Alex's reputations again. Jerry, oh my. Me, yet. We can't let him get away with this. Jerry, indeed. He did escape from prison 12 hours ago. Clover, puts a poison pill into a water bottle. I've got an idea. This water bottle has a poison pill in it. We can give this bottle to Macker. When he drinks from it, the poison will kill him. What do you think? Danny, I like it. We'll keep that option in mind. Me, that's a great idea, Clover. That poison pill you put in that water is one of Lainey and Lisa's creations. Lisa, affirmative. Jerry, I wish you all luck. Macker is flying his flying fortress over the Pacific Ocean. Me, not that we'll need it. But thanks, Jerry. But we got to use the element of surprise on him. Jerry, I have just the thing. Jerry pushed a button on a remote and in a garage on a screen was a massive B-2 stealth bomber. Me, wow. What a stealth bomber. Jerry, it's our brand new Phoenix stealth fortress. We built it just for you. Me, thank you so much, Jerry. And we do know how to fly planes. We got into the stealth fortress and we were off. Me, this is so awesome. Lynn, it sure is. Me, Sam, how did Macker get your DNA to clone you? Sam, TS, he pulled some of our hair out. Me, A strand of hair doesn't have that much genetic material and information compared to that of a drop of blood. But it is enough. Alex, that's true. Lincoln, target sighted, JD. Me, I see them. Engage cloak. The ship then went totally invisible. We were right underneath the flying fortress. Randy, alright. Time for some stealth action. I'm going to deactivate the security laser so you guys can get in safely. Me, roger that, Randy. Randy went into the ship through the air vents and he was invisible and he went into the security laser control room. Randy contacts Jerry, I found the lock to the security lasers. But I need a password to deactivate it. Jerry, roger that Randy. The password is death to all spies. Randy, very bad password. Randy typed it in and the security lasers were deactivated. Randy, time for action guys. Me, let's get him guys. We flew up to the fortress. Asterisk. In the fortress, Macker was smiling sinisterly as he knew that his plan was working. Macker, soon those spies will be outcasts from humanity. A massive explosion of fire blew a hole through the floor of the fortress and a phoenix cry was heard. We bursted in. We saw Macker the safecracker. Macker, Team Loud Phoenix Storm, welcome. Me, whoa. You're even more uglier than what we first thought. Macker, perhaps. Sam, Clover, and Alex. How nice to see you again. Alex, and it'll be the last time. Clover, before we fight, do you want some water? Macker, takes the water bottle, don't mind if I do. Clover, whispers as Macker drinks the water, that's right. Drink it, you son of a bitch. Macker drank it all down. Macker, ah. That hit the spot. Clover, why didn't it work? Macker, did you really think poison was going to kill me? I has cybernetics in my body, remember? Clover, it was worth a shot. Randy, to Macker, look, I know why you're doing this. But do you know how many people are going to get hurt? Macker, oh, I know how many people you three spy friends are going to get hurt. And I'll enjoy watching everyone turn against them. Me, we won't let you get away with everything you've done. Macker, then how about you face all of my clones? Macker snapped his fingers and out came hundreds of clones of Sam, Clover, and Alex. Me, holy shit. Lori, this is literally a nightmare. Me, it's like the spies are looking at themselves in the mirror. But on a great scale. You sure have been busy, Macker. But not for long. I flared up my aura and spread it out and the aura marked the clones with red auras and us with green auras. Nico, very clever JD. Me, let's get this Claude. Nico, Macker, you have failed this city. Me, more like he has failed this world. Take them down. We went at Macker and his clones. I punched a clone of Sam and to my shock I punched her entire head off and she turned into a pile of blood and primordial slop. Me, you. Whoa. My punch turned her into primordial slime. Nico, actually the clones are very unstable. I noticed this when we saw a clone of Clover twitch uncontrollably. Me, boy, Macker did a terrible job on them. Stewie, this reminds of that time when me and Brian made bitch clones of ourselves. They weren't stable either. Brian, yeah, that was a disgusting time. Me, that is weird. But Macker did an even worse job than you did, Stewie. No offense. Stewie, none taken, JD. Nico, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but you clones have failed at being born. Me, and then some. Lori punched a Clover clone and her punch went all the way through her chest and the clone of Clover turned into blood and primordial slime. Lori, oh, that is literally disgusting. Lori got sick to her stomach and went to a nearby trash can and hurled her guts out. Luna, major puke fest. Me, okay, let's just blast them all before we flood this place with vomit. We did so by firing energy and elemental blasts at the clones and it destroyed the entire fortress by blowing the entire roof off. Crab bo ho 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 ho. Macker, you ruined everything. Me, and we show no remorse in doing so. Macker, but why is the ship still flying? Me, because our new stealth fortress is holding it up. And now it's time to destroy you, Macker. I went at Macker and punched him in the face and kicked him in the metal stomach. Lori punched him in the face and threw him into the floor. Sam, Clover, and Alex punched and kicked Macker all over the place and pulverized him brutally. Macker, I hate you all so much, you fuckers. Our auras flared up with incredible power. Me, thanks for the power boost, you motherfucker. Clover, his hatred is really intense. Me, now to finish you. Combo and final smash time. Scorponok, you got it, JD. Cyber key power. The animatron cyber planet key went into his back and it enabled him to fire his missiles and laser blasts from his pinchers and tail even in beast mode. Randy, let's get him. Animatron cyber key power. The animatron cyber planet key went into his device and it enabled him to not only go invisible but also change into all forms of light energy on the electromagnetic wavelength. Randy and Scorponok, X-ray missile irradiation. Randy turned into pure X-ray radiation and crawled at Macker, and Scorponok fired blasts of energy from his tail. The X-rays irradiated him and his skeleton was showing. We saw that he was worse than what we first thought. He had his whole body minus his head changed into that of a cyborg. Me? Whoa. His whole body minus his head is cybernetic. That's incredible technology. I turned on my computer eyes and saw that the cybernetic components used on him were incredibly well crafted and amazingly built. Cyborg? Wow. He was built the same way as me. Me? He sure was. Nico, very interesting technology. Me? It sure is. Cerebros, engage combo sequence Delta Theta Omega. Cerebros, acknowledged and in progress. Cerebros transformed into the head of Fortress Maximus and he linked up to the body of Fortress Maximus. Fortress Maximus, cyber key power. The universal cyber planet key went into his arm and it enhanced his laser blasters and strength 2,000 fold. Danny Phantom, time for some pain. Giganteon cyber key power. The Giganteon cyber planet key went into his device and it enabled him to shape his energy and ghost energy powers into powerful weapons. Danny turned a blast of ghost energy into a scythe. Fortress Maximus and Danny Phantom, laser blade /storm. Danny swung his scythe and a blade of pure energy blasted out of it and Fortress Maximus fired lasers. They hit Macker and they exploded. Crab Hawkeye, time to finish this. Flame arrow stab storm. Hawkeye fired a massive barrage of arrows that ignited on fire and they hit Macker and exploded. Clover, you will pay for your crimes, Macker. Flying Clover flower storm. Clover spread gold and yellow angel wings and flew into the air and she fired a massive storm of flowers and they hit Macker and exploded. Crab Macker is down. Nico and Randy both caught a Kecleon and Nico also caught a Bayonet. Me, it's over, Macker. You're through. Macker, I will never go down. Me, no, but you will never be welcome on Earth again. It's time for you to be the first inmate in our newest prison, the Null Void. I fired the Null Void projector and we threw him into the Null Void. The portal closed. Clover, to the viewers, that was so awesome. It was also really cool doing a final smash. Asterisk. Back at the estate we were watching and eating popcorn and watching Macker get chased by the Null Void Guardians. Then we saw the poison take effect and it killed him in an instant. Me, burn in hell, Macker. The end. Asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. Macker was a strange villain on Totally Spies. He got the spies framed for crimes they didn't commit and that really makes my blood boil. He was the first ever villain I saw on the show. Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.